Once again, we're seeing callbacks to the president's wide-ranging tariffs. It applies to many, but not all products coming in now from Mexico and Canada. And just like the Asian back for automakers, it's only good for about 3.5 more weeks. All of it as the first job report fully under this new administration. Reporting tariff turmoil. Another announcement from President Trump sending Wall Street reeling. With the market tumbling Thursday after a week of back and forth between the U.S. and its three large trading partners, Trump declaring that more goods from Canada and Mexico will not be included in the latest tariffs. Providing a reprieve for now on items covered by a trade agreement negotiated under his first term. To auto parts. But it only accounts for the items the U.S. imported from Mexico, according to senior administration officials. These are still subject to that tax 100% charge. And when the president said he'll lock in tariffs on virtually every U.S. trading partner. It's the second time this week that the White House has announced exemptions to the new tariffs, and all of it creating new confusion and unease with consumers and the president of the auto parts manufacturer just outside Detroit. This reprieve is not a resolution.
No, it's not. This is just kicking the can down the road. It's silly bus that stays suspended in the nation. Movies are employees, our communities, everything that way. The first job support fully encompassing the Trump administration, and it's expected to be
Imagine what your day would be like if everything you needed was at your fingertips. You would say you're not searching. You would look at exactly what you need. Some stuff or that. Like all the
Rescue Index. Air Super is the only asthma rescue inhaler FDA approved to treat symptoms and help prevent asthma attacks. Air Super should not be used as a maintenance treatment for asthma. Get medical help right away if your breathing doesn't improve or worsens, or for serious allergic reactions like rash, tongue swelling, trouble breathing, or swallowing, or chest pain. Using Air Super more than prescribed could be life-threatening. Serious side effects include increased risk of thrush infections or heart problems like faster heart rate and higher blood pressure. Ask your doctor if Air Super is right for you.
Jason is really fired up for the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Challenge. Just adjusting his way to victory.
Couldn't get enough of this stuff, man.
Win the day with the Chelsea's favorite cereals.
Time to press
One had a heart attack a year ago, but he's still living through that with a very high risk of a heart attack. With his risk factors, his recommended LDL-C level should be below 55. At this, the LDL-C test at heartdisease.com.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
cool. It's big.
They could vapor cool. The vaporizing daytime coffee making still be like everyday medicine.
Smoking gave me gum disease, and I lost all my teeth. Here's my tip. You might think pudding feels like pulling teeth. Trust me, it's not even close.
You can quit. All one kind of quit now for health and prevention.
You'll wake up to me, Uncle Brian. You wake up dreaming you found trash.
bet you a rock.
When life brings strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. They work best, and most of them are drinking every 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere. Tell your doctor all messages. They'll take up allergic response to create parameters. They don't by the way for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, throat swelling, which will not for hours to days after. Side effects include cold and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save on
Get away for the greatest show on earth. Women's Lovers and Garden of Faith. Live Jefferson, Tennessee, March 14th through 16th, and still reunion March 21st through 23rd.
Get ready to strike gold with great deals on a new vehicle and first person Dodge Jeep Ram Chesapeake low APR financing available plus lifetime benefits like loyalty trips. Save some green during the Jeep celebration event at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Chesapeake.com.
If you reckon money can check mine also will send photos of the box that you work. There are already any surprises. That's why I give you. Surprise! I only trust Meineke. It's Meineke. Get away for the greatest show on earth. Women's Lovers and Garden of Faith. Live Jefferson, Tennessee, March 14th through 16th, and still reunion March 21st through 23rd.
Today's Super Doppler 10 forecast is sponsored by JES Foundation Repair. Welcome to the most honest commercial you'll ever see.
As you can see me about having trouble starting to talk. Yep. This is something that you're breathing in every day.
Yeah, like 50% of the air in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is coming from down here. How's your crawl space looking? There would be here a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get busy. Get a free and honest inspection with JES Foundation Repair. The groundwork's coming.
Yeah.
Good morning, there's a new music festival called the Beach Oceanfront. Waka Waka is the headliner. It is a free hip hop and R&B concert, and it features more than 15 artists from across Hampton Roads. The announcement comes weeks after Virginia City leader voted to cancel the Something in the Water Music Festival. The vibe check is April 25th and 26th, and we have more information over on Wiki.com.
Take a check on your roads. A crash happening on eastbound 264 Virginia Beach. This is explain itself. Not causing any delays. Overland Valley filling the estimate where 58 from Suffolk. Mergers on northbound 664. A crash happening off into the shoulder. Mild delays there, if any at all. The big problem right now, your three connectors failing to see HRBT. Eastbound congestion happening again. It is a weekday after all. James River Bridge, a big note for this weekend. All northbound JRB lanes will close this weekend, starting tonight at 9 p.m., running through Monday at 5 in the morning. That's making the place a rich jet fan. Here's Jeremy with weather. All right, we got 2 o'clock here right now, but a short clouds moving through. We got a lot of sunshine though. Temperatures are going to start warming up here very soon. And so, yeah, some good looking weather across the region. Yes, we get a little bit of clouds, but we got a lot of bright sunshine. That's Avon Pier in North Carolina. So let's take a look at the temperatures right now. They're sitting in the 30s mostly. We got 36 for Beach, 38 in Auburn, 37 Hampton, 35 in Port News, 33 in Chesapeake, and we've got 30s pretty much all over the map with a few 40s to the south. We're totally dry right now. We'll be dry today with highs in the mid to upper 50s. Lots of sunshine out there. I think it's a little bit of clouds this morning. It's fall. It's just southern clouds, isolated showers, but dropping temperatures for today.
On the next page,
The folks from the Brain Injury Association of Virginia will share more on their mission and what symptoms to look for.
and we'll get you ready for the weekend. Hamburger's artist Emily Frazier takes the stage for Live Music Friday.
We'll see you then. Perfect stuff. 7:30 with all the stretch. We've been telling you about long leaders a lot. At the nest in Big Bear Valley, California, that's the one you see right there. There's one taking a much needed gap on short range. I think all the actually earlier this week, 2 days ago, guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, the third day beginning to hatch. The moment of truth, right there. Wow. Caption yesterday, you can see the signature started. George Jones there. Yeah. No, man, I got it, but it's amazing. There it is. Channel. But that's what the final odds, because like 50% of each channel is survivability. But all three now have options. Knowledge completed. Now you have a lot of information. This one's a job. And I'm not that good about eggs. I really didn't play for it. Developments that closely watch more documents housed in Idaho college orders have just been released, and they are shedding some new light on the fateful night of that crime. And we see senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett is here for a closer look. Laura, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. For the very first time, we are now seeing these text messages exchanged between those two roommates in the house at the same time that they're that these young college students showing their confusion and fright in real time, something prosecutors say they need at this upcoming trial of the man accused of committing this crime. Chilling newly revealed text messages between the only two roommates that survived a night of terror at their off-campus home, ending with 4 University of Idaho students dead. Quote, I'm freaking out. I'm not kidding. In court documents now unsealed, prosecutors showed the two roommates, Bethany Funk and Dylan Mortensen, urgently texting around 4 in the morning as they seemed to try to reach their other roommates. Around the same time, investigators believe they were killed. Mortensen telling Funk no one is answering as she texted victim Kaylee Gonzalez, what's going on? Mortensen then saying she saw a masked man in the house. Quote, it's like a ski mask. That masked man, prosecutors say, was Brian Koberger, now awaiting trial for the murder of the 4 college friends, Madison Hogan, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. A judge entered a not guilty plea on Koberger's behalf. The text messages offering a frightening new portrait of how the roommates hunkered down in the house together the morning of the stabbings. Funk telling Mortensen, come to my room, run. Mortensen texting Gonzalez roughly 6 hours later, just before 10:30 a.m. Please answer, are you up? But receiving no response. 2 hours later, they call 911. Transcripts of that recording also unsealed, showing roommates and others discovered Xana Kernodle unresponsive. One saying, something happened in our house, we don't know what. Another telling the 911 operator they found a roommate who's, quote, passed out, and she was drunk last night and she's not waking up. Kaylee Gonzalez's father, Steve, expressing dismay overnight that he hadn't seen the documents before they were released.
We're finding out just like everyone else, so it's a bit rough.
And reacting to that 911 call.
That was a raw, emotional breakdown of 2 girls that were scared for their life.
All of this as Koberger's defense strategy also comes into sharper focus. His lawyers writing in a motion that investigators discovered a 3-person mixture of unidentified DNA under Madison Moken's fingernails, adding that comparisons to Koberger's DNA profile were, quote, inconclusive. The defense team also requesting to have certain language excluded during the trial, including the words psychopath and sociopath, as well as bushy eyebrows, which is how Mortensen described the attacker to police.
So there were so many questions about the hours that had passed between the stabbings and the call to 911. So does in a way the text messages shed some light on that?
They do. That's going to be fodder for the defense on cross-examination. They're going to want to know why did it take 8 hours to call 911. But of course, the prosecutors are going to have 2 very sympathetic witnesses on that stand that the jury is going to be understandable. We've seen through court filings, they know they were drinking that night. They know it was a party house, and they're going to be able to explain in their own words. They didn't think likely that there was a murder happening just before beneath them.
So just chilling to read those. All right, Laura, thank you.
Of course. Coming up here, we're going to take a closer look at some really groundbreaking new research in the fight against all cancers and in catching the disease before it spreads. So first, daylight saving time begins this weekend for most of us, and that means it's time for one of our most favorite debates. Ryan Nobles is on the case. Yeah, of course, we've been sitting daylight in this country for 107 years, and we've probably been fighting about it for just as long. After the break, we'll take a look at the pros and cons and whether or not there's any realistic chance it could be banned for good.
Easy to be part of our universe will never be this.
You got to see this.
Every universe, only a universal Orlando resort.
Let's get started. Bill, where's your match? I really tried sleeping with it, everybody, but I'm done struggling. Now I sleep with Inspire. Inspire? Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with just a click of this button. A button? No math? Just sleep. Yeah, but you need the hose, you need the air, you need the
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
When you lotion up, what parts might get mixed?
This depressed dimple, that little curve,
Or this crease? Finally, you can get 24-hour lotion soft skin from your body wash. Introducing new formula Dove Body Wash, made with millions of tiny but powerful micro moisture droplets that nourish every inch straight from the shower. Effortlessly make all of you feel lotion soft all day. New Dove Body Wash. 24-hour lotion soft skin now from your body wash.
My moderate to severe Crohn's disease,
and my ulcerative colitis symptoms kept me
out of the picture. Now there's Sky Rizzy.
And now I'm back in the picture.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy is proven to help deliver remission.
And help visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reaction, increased infections, or low ability to fight that may occur before treatment agents for infections that can be like symptoms of vaccine. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may be for Crohn's disease. Ready to get back in the picture? Ask your gastroenterologist how to take control of your Crohn's disease. Happy to help you save.
Looks like the miller's got some new furniture. And what? The kid. Orange days. Orange days are here. National Spring Sale of the Year. Don't mess with them. Buying a car is kind of a big deal. But you use the Car Gurus app. That's Price Drop Alert. So the deals come to you. Oops. Big deals right when you need them. Car Gurus. Download the app today.
Earning unlimited cash back in the future. Like this. It takes care to feel the joy. Earn unlimited 2% cash back. 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay with the City Double Cash Card.
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
I heard you found someone special. Yeah. Is that dog food in the fridge?
It's not dog food, it's fresh pet. Put your only raw veggies for Peter.
That's Peter. Should have known.
You make a pretty cute couple.
Dry eyes still feel pretty, rough, or tired? With Mibo, can feel Mibo is the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye, too much tear evaporation. For relief remove contact lenses before using Mibo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. Ask your eye doctor about prescription Mibo.
Well, after breakfast morning, I knew that today we're diving into everyone's favorite twice series of debate. So quickly, for most Americans' clocks will spring forward this week as daylight saving time begins. Of course, there's been a years-long push to end that practice, and this morning, some new players are weighing. Oh, yes, this is Ryan Nobles has been looking into it. Force it, Ryan.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, daylight saving time first introduced in 1918 as a World War I measure to conserve energy and add more daylight hours. Now, since then, it's had its ups and downs, but the concept remains the same. And as many are excited for the sun to stay out longer, others are questioning, is it really worth it? It's that time of year again. Clocks are springing forward 1 hour starting on Sunday as part of daylight saving time.
Brighter days are ahead of us. The sun being out at 7 p.m. is ahead of us.
Seizing on the moment, some retailers are offering to help Americans adjust. Supermarket chain Kroger now offering an hour back box of free breakfast items. And though many on social media may be celebrating early, others say missing out on that extra hour of rest is nothing to be slept on. I'm so tired. President Trump weighing in. It's something I can do, but a lot of people like it one way, a lot of people like it the other way. A day earlier, his senior advisor, Elon Musk, posted this poll on X, asking preferences if daylight savings is canceled.
We would love to see daylight savings time being abolished.
Eliminating daylight saving time would mean the sun would rise and set earlier year-round. Go back to then. When? Now, I can't. What? You missed it. When? Just according to a recent poll, a majority of Americans say they're ready to leave the practice behind, with 48% even preferring standard time to be permanent.
The most closely it aligns with our circadian rhythm. Daylight saving time shifts that so that it can affect both sleep and alertness.
Though some experts disagree.
The system we have now is essentially an excellent compromise.
So far this year, at least 31 states have considered legislation related to daylight saving time. And despite recent efforts to block the clock, the Sunshine Protection Act has stalled in Congress, leaving Hawaii and Arizona still the only two states unfazed all year round. For new parents like Kiana Strickland, the challenge is adapting to change with a 9-month-old. And that will take some time getting used to.
She's going to be losing an hour of sleep, so we're going to have to figure it out.
So Ryan, we heard from the president there, you mentioned the Sunshine Protection Act being stalled in Congress. Where's all this headed with the administration?
Yeah, Greg, there's still quite a bit up in the air. In December, President Trump posted online that the Republican Party would do everything that they could to eliminate daylight saving time, but he clearly seemed to walk that back in the Oval Office yesterday, calling it an even 50-50 issue in this country. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, there are a number of senators in Midwest states that remain concerned about how the change could impact their farmers, but there is another bipartisan group of senators who have already reintroduced the Sunshine Protection Act. But in that announcement, they started on board. Guys,
I'm almost fine. Thank you. I can't remember where you stand with us.
I just think it's weird that we think we can just change the clock.
Well, you're an Arizona girl, too.
Well, in Arizona, we don't celebrate daylight saving, but I mean, I have to say, like, it's weird. Oh, it's 7.
And by the way, you know what?
Guess what? It's not a very.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think people don't
The majority of people don't want to bother with this. What's the Mr. Walker?
I say that I'm just shocked that there's inaction in Congress. Unbelievable. How is that possible? But speaking of Arizona, Savannah, take a look at Phoenix. This was a big dust storm yesterday. You could barely see anything. There was low visibility. Winds were really gusting. And good news is today they are dying down. However, we've got more fire weather as we move a little further to the east from parts of New Mexico on into Texas. We've got that elevated risk. We've also got critical risk for parts of Texas with windy weather and lowering humidity. Now, don't forget, again, spring forward, daylight saving time. For, of course, most of your appliances, your watches, and all that stuff already changes, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, as far as temperature is concerned, out west, colder than average where the jet stream dips down, but where it makes its way up a bit, we're looking at warmer than average conditions. In fact, Denver, 16 degrees cooler than average. Phoenix here at 57, that's 19 degrees cooler, but Birmingham, Springfield, Dallas, New Orleans, all above average. And then tomorrow, we're looking at Boston, a little cooler than average. It stays warm through the southeast. And as we head into the weekend and into early next week,
Chicago, Tuesday, 65. New York City in the low 60s. Little Rock, you'll be in the low 70s. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast with meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler.
All right, today we've got temperatures rising up into the low 50s at noon, mid to upper 50s this afternoon, with lots of sunshine. There will be a westerly breeze, but it won't be too strong today. Tomorrow, temperatures reach the low 60s in the morning. We'll drop back to the 50s in the afternoon. Isolated showers possible. Sunday, maybe just a stray shower in North Carolina. Highs low 50s. Overall, the weekend's looking good.
Hashtag PSSP.
Hey, listen, we have a very heartwarming PSS Pizza Your Pop Star sneak peek. Earlier this week, 4th Street Back, we learned of the passing of Dolly Parton's husband of nearly 60 years, Carl Dean. Words of support been coming in for the country music icon. Yesterday, Dolly released this statement thanking her fans. I can't reach out personally to each of you, but just know it meant the world to me. He is in God's arms now, and I'm okay with that. What a way to end it with, I will always love you. And overnight, Dolly released a new single in honor of Carl. It's called If You Hadn't Been There. I mean, if you hadn't been, obviously, metaphor for their lives together, that she writes, your Carl and I fell in love when I was 18 and age 23, and like all great love stories, they never end. They live in memory, and in song, and I dedicate this to him. But it feels like when she was 18, as Joe reported, she came out of the wishy-washy laundromat in Nashville for the first day in Nashville, and Carl was there doing the asphalt, which would be his business. And had he not been there, they would have met that 16-year love story that would have happened. So a nice tribute. Of course, all hearts continue to go out to Dolly and her family at this time. Yeah, I would really respond to that. Okay, 4 pop stars coming up in just a bit. We've got a fun morning boost as well to end the week, featuring another fantastic granny. But first, these recipes.
With plaque psoriasis, even the thought of an itchy situation can throw you off your game. Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Yes.
Otezla can help you get clear as pain and reduce itching and flaking. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over a decade. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Severe diarrhea, nausea or vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss can happen. Tell your doctor if any of these occur and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts. Less itchy redness, pain is a great night. Live in the moment in this world. Ask your doctor about Otezla and scan to hear how it works for a pill for vomiting.
Alice loves the scent of the cake so much. She wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to Alice and long-lasting Gain scent beads, part of the irresistible scent collection from Gain.
There are no breakfast rules because breakfast rules all day long. You could even have our sunrise special at sunset. So come in anytime and we'll break out the breakfast.
Bad allergies attack. Trust clarity to keep you in the game. Nothing is proven more powerful for peace with drowsy allergy relief. Live Clarity Clear.
Every once in a while, a snack comes along that changes everything. Your favorites, twist, and enjoy.
Chocolate flavored spread is back to the Who wins? Twitter around on the Star Geek with a super Forester. 96% of Forester sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. That's more than the RAV4 or CRV. The 2025 Forester is also an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. That's better than the RAV4 and CRV. It also holds its value better than any other SUV in its class, according to JD Power.
Get special rates on the new Subaru Forester for the Subaru of up to Lebanon. Going on now.
I'm getting vaccinated. Vice President will get vaccinated.
So, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
against both pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just one dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle and joint pain. Millions have chosen Prevnar vaccines, which have helped protect adults for over a decade and have an established safety profile.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20.
It's grandma Kitty earlier this year posting owners of a van went viral when her granddaughter posted a video reviewing the kitty. It's an entire notebook tracking her favorite player, Steph Curry, and when what happens when a superstar said kitty. It's a sweet surprise. And I bring up Kitty's I want to say thanks for being such a proud member of the nation and for supporting us. I know you watch us on Big Pass all the time. I know you guys a strap up that you keep track of our staff, our wins and losses and all that. So you guys are support, but I want you to our game.
Is that?